Hey everybody, my name is Paul Esden Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25, baby. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe down below as we continue our chase to 5,000 subscribers. All right, let's get right into it. A proposed trade from Bleacher Report would send a Minnesota Vikings star to the New York Jets. First off, let's talk about the trade offer they proposed. Again, all the details are in the article down below in the YouTube description, and I found it really fascinating. So Alex K of Bleacher Report proposed this trade, and it was in this article about 5 trades that should still happen before the 2023 season. The Jets received running back Dalvin Cook for a 2024 fourth-round draft choice. Now, a lot of you may initially say, Paul, the Jets don't need another running back. This is the stupidest trade I've ever heard. I'm going to explain through this video why you actually may be surprised that running back is a bigger need than you think it is. But first off, let's get into a little bit of this with the Dalvin Cook situation. Adam Schefter said earlier this week that Dalvin Cook's future in Minnesota is, quote, in question, and suggested he might not be on the Vikings roster this upcoming year. He's 27. He turns 28 before the start of the 2023 year and 2023 season, and he still has 3 more years left on the $63 million contract he signed. Because of that abnormally large contract, the Vikings in all these trade discussions this offseason haven't really found a suitor because no one wants to pay running backs right now. And then with that price tag, it affects the price they could get back because the Jets or any team would be helping out the Vikings taking this contract off their books. Now, ultimately, what was suggested here from Alex K in this piece is that, again, with all those struggles financially speaking on trying to bring one of these deals in, the thing that could help is a team that was looking to win a championship immediately, and they'd be willing to, quote, pony up to get this guy. Now, financially, it would cost a lot, obviously, to bring a player of this magnitude in, but the production speaks for itself, and all you're giving up is a day 3 pick. Alex K said it would be an ideal match for the Jets to get Dalvin Cook. And here are some of the numbers. I mean, they're video game. He's rushed in his 6 seasons in the NFL for 5,993 yards, 4.7 a clip, 47 touchdowns on the ground. He also is quite adept in terms of the receiving game, 221 catches, nearly 1,800 yards, and 5 additional touchdowns. Now, again, you still may be saying to yourself, Paul, that's all well and good, but the Jets don't need a running back. Here's why I'm going to tell you that the Jets obviously disagree. Let's go back to the 2023 NFL draft for a second. The first round, the Jets originally had the 13th pick, then they traded with the Packers for the 13-15 swap for Aaron Rodgers. The Jets at 15 were going to take Jahmyr Gibbs of Alabama or Bijan Robinson if he would have been on the board. And I'll explain why. First off, the Lions shocked the draft. They take Jahmyr Gibbs with the 12th overall pick out of Alabama. They were originally at 6. They traded back to 12. And then they just decided, hey, we're going to take him at 12. The Lions general manager, Brad Holmes, after the draft said that after he selected Gibbs at 12, he got a lot of text saying, man, if you wouldn't have taken him, we would have at this. And one of the texts he received is about the Jets taking him at 15. Now, you may say to yourself, of course he's going to say that. That's to justify the pick. He wants people to believe that other teams would have taken his guy. But after the draft, some more nuggets here of information. Dane Brugler said the Jets had their eye on him at 15. So Dane Brugler said it. The Lions general manager said it. And on top of all of that, I had an interview with Eric Allen. He's the New York Jets senior reporter for the team. He works for the team. He's inside their building every day. And I had him for a radio interview the next day. The first round is over, and it doesn't matter anymore. Unabated. Unquestioned. We're talking about a different position. He brings up of his own volition, man, if Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs would have been on the board at 15, it would have been interesting. Now, initially, I kind of brushed that comment off. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The Jets have Breece Hall. They've got Michael Carter. They got Donovan Knight. And at the time, they were going to have Ty Johnson before they cut him earlier in the week. They ultimately got Izzy on the 3rd day of the draft. But, like, he said that, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, the Jets don't need a running back. Probably like all of you who are watching this video right now. And then he said that, and I started doing some digging, reaching out to Jets people I know, both in and outside the building, and I've confirmed it. I've 100% confirmed it. If Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs would have been on the board at 15 for the Jets, they would have taken him. That's fact. That is truth. I don't normally break a lot of stories, say, hey, look, the Jets are bringing in this guy. That's not my shtick, baby. But I have known a lot of people being around the radio business, being able to develop my Rolodex, and obviously working in and around the Jets for over a decade, that I've developed some key sources. And when they confirmed that to me, I knew it was true. You have outside sources, you have inside sources, you have team sources. All of that confirmed to me that the Jets were in on running back. Now, obviously, the Jets didn't end up doing anything outside of Israel Abanikanda in the third day of the draft, but that goes to show you that while the fans may not think running back's a big deal, obviously the Jets did. They would have taken him. And from what I heard from my people, is that the Jets didn't even evaluate Gibbs or Bijan Robinson as a running back. They evaluated them as an offensive weapon. And then, in theory, you pair that up with Aaron Rodgers. So the Jets were willing to dive into the deepest end of the pool at the running back position. If they're willing to do it in the draft, why wouldn't they be willing to do it with a guy like Dalvin Cook, who's a proven guy? Breece Hall's coming off a torn ACL. You could have one of the best running back tandems in the NFL with Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall. If you're going for broke, you're going for it all. Michael Carter proved he can't carry the rock. Zonovan Knight proved he can't carry the rock. Dalvin Cook is a superstar, a Pro Bowler. Okay, you insert him in, and he is going to be spectacular. And then you have Breece Hall, and you can keep someone on the field at all times, keep them both fresh. That increases the longevity, quite frankly, of both of their careers. And you go for broke and go all in to win a Super Bowl. With Dalvin Cook, all of a sudden your offense is even better. So, guys, it's an interesting trade proposal from Alex K. Read all the article details down below. Let us know in the comments if I'm crazy pills or not. But I'm telling you, from everything I've heard, from the Jets, they would have taken a running back in the first round. And you thought the Will McDonald gave some people a little, whoa, didn't see that coming. Just imagine how Jet fans would have reacted to that. So I'm just saying it's possible, very possible. And if they went to those lengths and were that aggressive to get a running back in the first round, they may be willing to do it for a crazy trade that you don't see coming. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Like the video, hit subscribe down below. Also, make sure you check out our NFL schedule release show. We're going to have one on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, so make sure you stay right here on youtube.com/boygreen25, and we'll have a second show on Friday with Jake Asman at 1:30 live here on Boy Green's YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Wink!